Oh, what's happened there? Who've we lost? Oh,
Oh,
there you
Dino.
go. Oh, hey!
Oh, he's there. Hey.
Hey!
No.
The Red Ranger is
Oh,
with us.
no. It's Dino time.
Yes. Well, good evening. Welcome along. Sunday night, back with us, the Sunday Bunch. With us tonight, we've got Terry, we've got Jacob, and we have the Red Ranger is with us. Don't ask, I haven't got a clue. Terry, how's your day been?
Yeah, it's been good. Really enjoyed it. Had a bit of food out, a bit of a walk, and a bit of a chill, and watched the Mags get beat. Well, I didn't watch the Mags get beat. I watched the last couple of minutes.
Right. Jacob, how's your day been down south?
Being superb, exactly like Terry. Been on a walk, had a nice Sunday dinner, and watched the mighty Irons put the Mags to the sword.
Fair enough. And with us, we have a special guest. The Red Ranger is with us. Red Ranger, how's your day been?
Very lazy day.
Have you not been saving the world?
I did last night.
All right, okay.
All right.
People are going to want a big reveal by the end. Take your helmet off.
Right. Just Dino, leave your helmet where it is, please. Thank you. Right then. Don't forget, of course, quick shout out to our sponsors, our channel sponsors this season, wolfcompetitions.co.uk. Check them out. There is a link in the description. Go and have a look at the site down there. And a massive thank you to them for sponsoring SEFC Fan TV. Don't forget, we are live, which means you can join us via the live chat if you want to have your say. The results are all in from the weekend now, just us to play, which means we can go second in the table with a nice 3 points tomorrow. Already on there, SJ 30,000, who's saying we need to get at least a point as Arsenal will win next week. This is the same SJ who said we'll get 1 point from the 3 games. We're already 3 points in already, so you don't all have to believe that. Mick Riffis is there, our very own Emma, all on the chat. So get yourselves involved in the show if you would. So tomorrow night, then Sunderland versus Everton, 8 o'clock kickoff. I'm going corporate tomorrow, courtesy of Wolf Competitions. Thanks, Wolf. So I'll be in the posh seats. So what I want to start with, right? We were brilliant at Chelsea, absolutely brilliant, faultless. I thought we got the result. We played fantastic. It was a pleasure to watch. So, do we just do same again? I mean, I know we're at home, and you change your formations and stuff like that. But I mean, we were just brilliant. Terry, is it same again or what?
Well, that's the easy answer, isn't it? I mean, let's face it. Why change your winning side? But I think Everton will come and try and give us a game and try to be on the front foot, so it could work to our advantage to do exactly the same again. Like I said, Chelsea, it was a fantastic result. The lads never gave up till the end, and we just, it's like a real good togetherness. Everyone's pulling for each other, and it's just a fantastic time to be a Sunderland fan to watch them. And why not just go again? We've got, as we're going to probably talk about, we'll have 2 options. We keep it the same, or he goes back to his 4-3-3.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult one because, I mean, everything just worked, didn't it? I mean, now we didn't have a lot of possession. We're probably going to end up with more possession tomorrow, but I don't know. It's down here that Will Still's been sat by at Southampton.
Southampton, yeah.
Is that right? So that was a lucky escape for us then, wasn't it? I mean, we was chasing him. Red Ranger, what would you do? Would you keep the same formation and everything as we had done at Chelsea?
I don't know. I think I'd go back to 4-3-3 since we're at home. And I think in the midfield, I would drop Rig and I'd put Gertruda in there because I think you want Alderete back in centre defence with Ballard. And obviously with Gertruda having such a good game, I'd like to see him in the centre midfield. I think it'd be a strong midfield. I just think Rig just isn't there yet to be starting in the centre. And obviously we're seeing Gertruda's very good on the ball. He likes to get up and down, as we've seen at centre back, where against Chelsea, he was the one who was in the box after I booted the ball up to Robbie. So he's obviously got an eye for getting forward. So I'd like to see Gertrude in the middle, and I'd like to see a 4-3-3.
I've got to say, Red Ranger, you said that without even moving your lips as well. That is really good, really good. Just on the chat there as well, Tony Huntington says, just a reminder, all games are a must not lose. So not getting carried away, but a win against Everton, then Arsenal. Well, we won't be top because Arsenal are going to be 5 points clear of us, but we'll be... Well, I mean, let's get carried away. Come on, I mean, let's enjoy it while we can. Tony Leon there, right, Monkey and the lads. Beat Everton, then Arsenal. Come on, that's Mark Rodham saying on there. And Tony Lee is saying, hope Piggy gets a great reception tomorrow night. I'm sure he will. Jordan Pickford, he's sullen through and through. He will get a good reception. Keith Pev on the chat says he always preferred the Pink Ranger. Apparently, all right. So, Dino, you haven't got a pink helmet there. You could swap over, could you?
I mean, I've got a pink helmet somewhere else, but
you'll have to go in the sunshine for a bit. It might turn pink.
You free, honestly.
Jacob, I know. Well, Jacob. Would you keep it the same formation, everything? I mean, we were brilliant, weren't we?
Chelsea tactically spot on for 90 minutes. Absolutely brilliant. However, we're going to have more possession, I would say, from the off on this occasion. We're at home as well. I would like him, Labrie, to tweak one or two things, but it doesn't need to be that much tweaking. I think in terms of the defence, even though Alderete is available again, I think he may potentially go with a 4 at the back. And I know we played with 3 centre-halves at Chelsea with sort of wing-backs at times. But in terms of other change, I do sort of agree with Dean. Rigg, listen, tremendous potential at this level. He's not quite there yet, though. I do understand his point of view, bringing Katrauda in, someone with a little bit more physical presence to win second balls in the middle of the park and start those attacks. But in terms of further forward, I would personally like to see, even Mayenda come in on the right of that front three. Labrie's known for picking players on the flanks who like to cut in on their stronger foot. With that being, obviously, I would like to see Talby on the left-hand side, Isidore the main striker, and then Mayenda on the right of the three so he can cut in on his left. But I have a feeling he may potentially stick with Traore. I think Traore... At times, though, when we tried to counter Chelsea last week, it didn't quite work. But yeah, only time will tell. I think even if we do start with a solid unit with an extra defensive player in there tomorrow night, I'll still have faith we'll be able to soak up pressure as the game drags and then catch Everton on the break and then get a result.
Right now, Terry, you're one in there?
Yeah, you didn't ask me my opinion. You just said, will he stay the same? So I answered that, not my opinion. My opinion is I agree totally with Dino. I think I'd love to see Gertrude in the middle because I think what he's doing with Rigg is building Rigg up for when we actually need Rigg for the African Cup of Nations, because we're going to lose Siddiqui in the middle and we're going to lose, of course, the likes of Traore and Talby. So to have Rigg available, because Gertrude will be free to probably go in a Siddiqui position and Rigg to play on the right, because that's the only person we're going to have available on the right when that happens. So I think that's why he's giving Rigg potentially more game time to get him prepared, ready for cover for the African Cup of Nations. But I think Gertrude is absolutely amazing. He looks fantastic, to be fair. I thought he didn't break sweat last week. He just looked as if he just took it in his stride. I thought, like I said, like Dano said, the only player to drive forward from the original sort of players who started the game to get in that box, to break his neck, to get in that box with Gertrude. And I think for me, in the middle with Xhaka and Siddiqui, would be absolutely fantastic midfield. I think he'll stay with Traore. I think he'll probably go 4-3-3. If he risks already, which I don't see why he shouldn't start, I think it'll be 4-3-3 with Traore, and I think he'll stay with the figure on the left.
Right. Okay. Jacob, was you one back in there?
No, all good.
All right, no bother. Just quickly then back to the chat here. Where we at? John McKinney, is Dino not boiling in that suit? Dino, are you boiling in your suit?
Aye, I can't breathe either.
Whatever he said.
Apparently, he said his head's pounding.
Oh, right. Well, it's all the drink off last night, wasn't it? You know, all the lives you were saving out there. The old Power Ranger.
Now he's on round 2.
That wasn't the hell he's on about.
Macam Cabby's on there, says good evening all. I think the Macam Cabby fell out with me. He wasn't speaking to me, but maybe he is now. So welcome along to the chat there, Macam Cabby. Harry SAFC, no expectation against Arsenal. I think they haven't conceded in like 6 games in a row. Well, you know, these things are there to be broken. John Swinney, our friend down in New Zealand. Thanks for tuning in, John. I'm that old. I remember the Lone Ranger. I remember him as well. So there you go, John. Right then. So against Chelsea, Robbie came on, made the goal, the winner, held it up well, scored midweek when he played, got a goal there. Do you think he deserves a place in the starting lineup? Do you know?
I mean, I don't know, because Wilson has been running his socks off. He's been doing a lot better. For the Robbie goal, I thought the defence was terrible by Chelsea. They just let him do what he wanted. They didn't even attempt to even try and win the ball or even push him off the ball.
He still had to hold it up, though. I mean, he held it up for like an hour.
By the way the defence was, I think I could have held the ball up. The defender didn't even attempt to even try and push him off the ball or move him. He just stood there. I mean, I could have done that. And obviously, he picked out the right pass, because he could have took the shot first time and probably missed, or passed it to the wrong player, which was Gertruda instead of Talby. So he done well in that sense. But I wouldn't say he's a starter right now. Maybe he gets a half an hour against Everton. See how he does in that half an hour. But at the minute, I still feel like Isidore is the man at the minute.
Right, okay. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, there's no taking away that we won the Chelsea game because of Robbie. You know, I mean, we just did. Jacob, would you give him a start tomorrow? I mean, we're at home.
For me, I agree with Dino on that. I just don't think Robbie is, the way how the team is set up right now, I just don't think Robbie fits into the starting 11. But there's obviously no. We have to obviously mention this as an impact player in terms of how we use him when he comes on. Is big physical hold-up play, bringing people into play. It's the perfect weapon to have in the latter stages when, if Everton do have tired legs late on tomorrow night, and if that's the way how the game's going to pan out, where we're looking to potentially sneak that winner. But yeah, Robbie, listen, fantastic potential. I know he's new into this league. I think was it 20 million we paid for him from Ajax in the end. But yeah, I think we're going to see some real big moments from him this season. I think the Chelsea assist that he made for Talby is just the start. I have a lot of faith in the lad.
Right, okay. A few people saying that on the chat. Ian Wilkinson saying Robbie, an impact player. You know, sort of Mick Griffiths down there. Leave Robbie on the bench. Bring him on again in the second half. Jacob?
In terms of Isidore starting right now, which I do agree with, the only thing he needs to slightly improve is his hold-up play, in terms of, you know, trying to do what Robbie does, bringing people. But I know some would argue he's not that type of striker. He thrives more when we're sitting deep and then we're catching teams on the counter. But at the same time, you know, Mayenda, when he was the main striker towards the back end of last season, he learned to adapt his game a little bit, and his hold-up play is really underrated at times. So Isidore, he's showing signs that he can be that player. There was moments where he was, particularly second half at Chelsea, you know, really putting himself about trying to win those aerial battles. So it is gradually going to improve. But yeah, I think only time will tell. Reggie may decide when it comes to January time in terms of recruitment, he may want to tweak the system slightly. But then again, right now, I think it's working. And yeah, I
Right,
think
okay.
he's the main man to start up front.
Right, okay. But I mean, you're saying about Wilson's hold-up play. So would they not complement each other together then? I mean, Robbie could hold it up and,
No, because he'll want more pace, like to run beyond them. I think starting them two together, I just don't think it will work right now, personally, because our main threat is pace in that side. You look at the likes of the players that, if they're going to be impact players going forward for next week, Mayenda, Talby, obviously Isidore, who starts games, tremendous amount of pace that can really hurt teams. So let's just use it to our effect.
Right, okay. Terry, does he not deserve a start? I mean, like I said, he won us the Chelsea game, really.
Yeah, we don't set up for two strikers, I'm afraid, Philly. We play with the one, and you can't drop your highest goal scorer, who just scored as well against Chelsea. Not as if like he didn't score or play badly against Chelsea. He scored the equaliser. But you're not going to change, your sort of like that sort of setup at the start. Bobby did really well when he came on. He's getting better as he gets more time. He gets more experience in the league. And that the way he held the ball up was fantastic, showing his strength. The defenders were just shit scared of giving away a penalty. That they were thinking, if we can just sort of back him up a little bit, he's not going to score from there. They didn't anticipate that their midfielders, the Chelsea midfielders, were just standing picking their noses while we drove forward into the penalty box. Fantastic pass to Talby. Credit where credit's due. Bobby had his best game so far, and if it wasn't for Bobby, we wouldn't have scored that late winner. But yeah, for me, Isidore still deserves it still deserves a start. And I think any striker that comes on the way we play and set up our game of football, any striker comes on towards the end of the game is always going to have a good opportunity to play well. Fresh legs, isn't it? So keep it the way it is for the moment. But yeah, Isidore scored. Is it 4 goals so far? He scored, Isidore?
Yeah, 4. So
you can't drop Isidore.
No. Right, okay. People on the chat there. John McKinney saying Robbie uses a solid sub. That's if Isidore doesn't put a foot wrong. Tony Huntington said Robbie sub for Everton, but to start against Arsenal. That's interesting. I'll come to you just now, Jacob. Pixel Rich says bring Robbie off the bench for me. Wilson is probably the main man at the moment. Proper looking forward to tomorrow's game. John McKinney says 8 points clear of the Mags if we beat Wolves. Really? I thought Wolves. Fair enough. Jacob, you want in there?
Yeah, I have to mention this. I only just remembered now, but I bumped into Robbie's uncle in the queue going into Stamford Bridge last week.
Not Uncle Robbie.
Uncle Robbie. He had definitely a little smirk on his face before going in the stadium, thinking this is going to be my nephew's day today. And my God, it worked. What a lovely family, though. By the way, really, really nice people.
Terry.
How did you know it was Robbie's uncle? Like, did you just say it was and you believed him?
No. We got chatting. We got chatting, and then he mentioned he had a family connection to one of the players, and yeah. So.
Well, he might have been pulling your leg though. You don't know.
No, definitely was, man.
I'd pull your leg, definitely. Right, okay. Look, just very quickly. We do like to get 100 likes if we can on a Sunday. 123 people on the stream at the moment. All you got to do is hit the thumbs up. Give us a like. Take you a second to do that. If you're watching on a mobile device and you got the chat open, just close the chat and see that thumbs up. Just hit that and let's get us to 100 if we can. And likewise, if you're not subscribed to the channel, why? It's free to subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button and that helps us out. Also, would you be disappointed with a draw tomorrow then? Jacob?
You know what? Listen, every game in this league is tough, especially for a newly promoted side. But in terms of the league position we're in right now and the massive opportunity we have to go second, a winnable home game like this, I'd be the way how Everton have started the season. It's been hot and cold for them. I'd be a little bit gutted, I won't lie.
Right, okay. Just very quickly, this is what I like. Tony Lee on the chat, right? This is, I want more of this. Leicester had 16 points after 9 games when they won the Premier League.
Let's get carried away, man.
I mean, we can dream. I mean, it happened, you know what I mean? Oh, my goodness. I like that, Tony. I like that. I would pat you on the back if I saw you tomorrow, but you're going to be in the cheap seats and I'll be in the comfy seats. But never mind. Is it right we could go second with a win tomorrow night? Yes, we could. SJ says no, a draw would be decent. I mean, Everton are a bit of a bogey team, aren't they, with us, really? But Terry, would you be disappointed with a draw?
No, but I mean, don't dismiss Everton. Dismiss them at your peril, because they did lose against Spurs last time out. I think they lost against Liverpool. Lost against Liverpool, and I did think they lose against another good side. So they've got some good players in there. If it comes together, they could really sort of give us a real hard game. So a draw wouldn't be a bad result, but I would love to go clear second. It would be absolutely amazing to go into next week's game against Arsenal, top of the table clash. Imagine 4 or 5 years ago, like playing against Rochdale and Bristol Rovers, and now we could be playing the top of the table clash against Arsenal in the Premier League. You couldn't make it up, could you?
Terry, I love hearing you talk like this. I mean, Mr. like feet on the ground and all that. I mean, I love it.
Yeah, look, every weekend I put the lottery on and I sit there before I get my app out and I'm thinking, oh, what could I do with a couple of £1 million? And I dream about what I could buy. Everyone has dreams, and I'm dreaming about Sunderland being right up there in the top three.
Dust off that passport, man.
If you won, if you won the lottery, you could get every single coloured Power Ranger outfit you wanted. Then that's what you do.
Get a box for the full season and invite all the views.
Listen, the slight, obviously, the optimism at the club right now is sky high, but at the same time, we can't afford. You do sense in Labry's press conferences at times he is sort of frustrated in terms of we're looking a little bit too far ahead, particularly also in social media. There's fans obviously mentioning that derby game in December already. No, obviously a lot can happen till then. Let's take one game at a time. Let's build on this confidence ever so in little steps and then build from there. But looking at a draw won't be, like what Terry said, it won't be a disaster tomorrow. Obviously, it will be a missed opportunity, but we still move back into the top four with a point tomorrow evening. So, yeah, it will still leave us in a brilliant position going into that Arsenal game if we manage to avoid defeat.
Sorry, was you on in there?
Yes, I mean, I'm sure Regis Labris will have the players' feet firmly on the ground. We can get carried away. Let the players do their job and let us get carried away.
Right, okay. I'll come to you just now, Red Power Ranger. Somebody was saying Everton's back to centre-backs are slow, Isidore, and they play a high line, apparently, down there. Go for the win. Danny, it's saying, concentrate, let's get to 40 points first. Ian Wilkinson, 2,000. Sunderland were 2,000 to 1, and now they're 200 to 1 for the title. It's funny because I mean I got 200 to 1 for. Did I get 200 to 1 for top four? I think, can't remember anyway. Terry?
Yeah, I mean, after tomorrow's game, we're going to be over a quarter of the way through the season already. So if we can get through tomorrow's game and say get 3 points, and we've got 20 points after a quarter of the season, it's
phenomenal.
It's better than a great start, isn't it? It's like we almost we're quarter of the way through the season already. It's unbelievable.
Right, okay. Red Ranger sat there. You must be sweating those breasts off of yours.
Got a smile on his face.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. Well, he might have a smile on his face. We haven't got a clue. He might be in pain. Would you be disappointed with a draw, Red Ranger?
No. I think a draw in this league of most teams would be a good result, with us still being like, I know while getting carried away, and obviously it's time to get carried away a little bit because we are in the top four hunt at the minute. We're playing well, we're winning against big teams and stuff like that. But the first priority is 40 points, as Reggie said in his interview. 40 points is the goal. And then after 40 points, and we're still up there, then maybe we can dream big. But for me, 40 points is a must survival is the first priority before anything else. That's why I wasn't too disappointed about going out in the cups, because at the end of the day, we want to stay in the league and then we can build from that. So a draw is never really a bad thing unless it's against a team in the relegation zone, which Everton are not.
Right, okay. So if we get 40 points, Red Ranger, will you be saying, right, come on, let's go for the title?
Depending on if 40 points means we're still in the top half of the table, then why not? Because safety's basically done by then. But we could be 40 points and be miles off it. So we'll see where we are at 40 points.
Right, okay. Terry?
I don't believe that's Dino. I think this just a random person.
I know.
And Dino's in the background just having a fag and just yapping on every now and again.
So. I think Dino's operating the lights. I mean,
that's
can't
not Dino's hands, is it? You can tell.
Can't be talking like that.
He's normally like this.
Yeah, angry hands. Beat Arsenal 2 points off top. That would be nice. John McKinney says we should go for the win. 10 from 12 points, won at home so far. That's a good point. SJ is saying ever since Leicester won the league, the bookies have been very careful. They have been very careful. I mean, they were like, you know, I mean, they were about 5,000, 10,001 new teams coming up to win the league. But yeah, they have been stung. So you don't get as good a odds now.
God knows what price will be if we win the next two games.
well, who knows? Right, I missed something here. Oh, yeah, Anthony Pryor. Do Everton tomorrow and shut Judas Pickford up.
Yeah.
And that was Judas Pickford. I find that hard to believe.
No.
Jordan Pickford.
How does that make him a Judas?
It's a Jordan Pickford is Sunderland through and through. And, you know, I mean, there's not... John Pickford tomorrow night is going to get a superb welcome. And it brings me nicely on to my next question, actually. Personally, if you go on the match, how would you greet David Moyes? How would you greet him back at the Sol? Terry?
No, that's ignore them. Me, I don't really care much for him, but I ignore him. Can't be asked with him. I'll give Jordan Pickford a good round of applause. I think he was at the playoff semi-final with his kids, wasn't he, when Ballard scored the winner?
Yeah.
I think he was there, but he wanted to go to the final, but he wasn't allowed. David Moyes said you weren't allowed to go because you played the next day.
Aye. There you go, David Moyes again. Jacob, would you boo Moyes or would you just
not bothered at all? Listen, he frustrated the hell out of me in terms of listen, the club was a basket case at the time when he was manager in terms of recruitment, the way how it was run behind the scenes, the Ellis Short days. Obviously, Martin Bain was at the helm as well. Obviously, shocking at the time. But you could argue was David fully backed by the board at the time? That's debated, but at the same time, you know, this is the same bloke who mentioned after just 2 games into his managerial reign that we're already in a relegation battle, which obviously didn't go down with the fans straight after he made that comment. And we ended up getting relegated that season. Jan Envia was left at the airport waiting for a phone call. So, yeah, those times gone, forget about it, shoved to one side. David Moyes, not bothered. He's managing Everton now. And to be fair, he's actually, since he managed us back in 2017, he's went on to do, he done a really good job at West Ham, won them a European trophy. He's obviously gone back to Everton. And yeah, on his day, still a solid experience, Premier League manager. It just didn't work out for us. But yeah, not bothered whatsoever about
Didn't he make a few strange comments? That one with the woman reporter about giving her a slap or something. What was all that about?
Yeah?
There was some sort of thing he said behind the scenes when there was a woman reporter who was saying something to him, and he said something about giving her a slap or something. Was that David Moyes?
I can't.
Well,
I've heard of that.
Yeah, that did happen. Yeah, that did happen.
I mean, I'll come to you just now, Red Ranger. But I mean, I'm all for a bit of pantomime. I mean, there'll be loud boos coming from the corporate seats tomorrow, and that'll be me. Because I mean, throwing a bit of a downer on things. So Tony Huntington says Palace were relegated with 49 points, and Borough were relegated with 44. Well, we'll have to just get 50 points, won't we? And we'll celebrate then. SJ says Pickford was brilliant for us. He advanced his career. Moyes on the other hand. D Hall says we've buttered Pickford's gloves. To be honest, D Hall, I wouldn't be surprised if Pickford's buttered his own gloves. Really, I mean, he's he's a Macam, he's a Blue, he's a Toffee through and through, and all that. They've got their own little song about him there. Kick him in the crown jewels. Red Ranger. David Moyes, would you just not be bothered? We'd like to give him a bit of pantomime booing.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if he did get booed. To be fair, he will go down as one of the worst managers we've had in the last 10, 15 years, or possibly in history. But again, like Jacob says, the club was an absolute shit show back in them days. Ran like an absolute donkey it was, and unfortunately he was the fall guy, and he didn't do very well. The players he had were awful at the time. So if he does get booed, I wouldn't be surprised. But for me, it is what it is. It's in the past with all the other shite we've been through. So just forget about it, really, and just give him a pasting. Just win the game, and then you didn't have to boo him. Do you know what I mean? As long as we win the game.
I mean, didn't he bring some dodgy signings? Or I mean, he can't really. Some of those players he brought in were his fault.
It still gives me nightmares to this day. Papi Chilabodji, Didier Ndong, freaking.
Didn't he bring in like all his old pals like Stephen Pienaar and
Jolien Lescott?
Papa Diabolical, as the lads around me used to call him. Right, okay, so you're taking away my chance to have a little bit of pantomime booing. I don't mind, but Tony Huntington says Moyes isn't worth the effort to boo. I'll put the effort in. I'm not bothered. It's my effort. SJ says Burn Moyes is exactly what he wants. Takes the pressure off the players. Nah, behave yourself. David Wilson, will Dino take his helmet off at the end? Dino, will you get your helmet off?
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Right, okay. Mick Griffiths, Philly prawn cocktails comes to mind. Oh no, I don't like prawns. They remind me of an old girlfriend, to be honest. But let's not talk about that. Right, okay. So we'll do one more. Then I need to do a quick advert for Wolf Competitions, our sponsors. Who do you think their danger men are then? You know what I mean? They've got Grealish assigned for them now and stuff like that. Jacob?
Dewsbury Hall in the middle of the park, he sort of plays as a 10 in behind Beto. Decent player. I remember when I think he was at Leicester and he had a short spell at Chelsea. He wasn't really played as much, but he's a decent player on their day. But I still, in terms of their weak link, I think the likes of Isidore and even Taubi and Mayenda when they come on, even also Lafi as part of that attacking threat that we carry can really hurt their centre-backs in Tarkowski and Keane. I think particularly Keane at times, I know Everton fans that have not been his biggest fan, particularly of some of his performances this season. So I think we have players that can really take advantage of that.
Right, okay. Just very quickly on the chat here, Hutchinski says, what's going on? Go Power Rangers. What it is Dino went out last night, and because it was Halloween, everybody dressed up and stuff like that. He went out, he got absolutely hammered. He basically came home 5 minutes before I went live, so he's had to do it in his Power Ranger suit. So that's what happens with Dino now is a bit of a party animal, traveling abroad. He was in Vegas a few weeks ago. So he's just I
bet he's absolutely rifting over there under that.
It's just a massive party animal now. Dino,
yes,
they're danger men. Who do we need to watch for tomorrow?
I mean, it's Ndiaye and Grealish all day long for me. I mean, we know Grealish isn't blessed with a lot of pace, but he wins free kicks. He entices defenders in. It's going to be very interesting with him and Hume, because I think Hume's been amazing so far. I mean, he kept Garnacho to literally nothing. And on the other side, Pedro Neto, Ronaldo just had him on toast. So it's going to be a very interesting battle between the wingers and the fullbacks, in my opinion. And I mean, I don't really know who else, to be fair. I think Beto on his day can be really good, but he can be really poor as well.
Dibbling,
If I may, the wingers, if we keep their wingers quiet, I don't think they'll get much. I think it's their wingers are their most dangerous asset.
Right, okay. I'll bring you in just now, Jacob. I want to quickly jump on the chat here. SJ says, this is to me, by the way. So you'd rather boo Moyes than put effort into cheering for the lads? No, I didn't say I wasn't going to cheer for the lads. I'll have loads of energy. I'm going to be full of, well, not prawn sandwiches, but I'm going to be full of something free, champagne and all that. So I'm going to be making my mouth go. So you know what? I'll boo Moyes and I'll cheer the lads as well. Ian Wilkinson is saying Hume versus Grealish. Can't wait. So that could be good. Before I go to you, Terry, go on. Jacob, you was wanting back in there.
I'll put this to you guys as well, actually, in terms of, obviously, it looks like for certain Grealish is going to start on the left-hand side. If we go with a 4, would you protect? Because the times I've watched Mukiele play at right back, when he slotted in there the last few games, he's looked really, really good. Obviously, he played there when he was at PSG. And also Hume done really well alongside Ballard whilst away on international duty with Northern Ireland. So would you put Mukiele on Grealish, or would you put with Trey Hume trying to mark him?
This is exactly the nice problem that we have. Yeah, because we can do this now. It's not a case of just having one. We've actually got options on what we want to do. I think Hume will be fine myself. Terry?
Yeah, I mean, you can't really drop Hume, can you, at the moment? And let's face it, if you have Ballard and Mukiele, then you're going to have those two centre-backs. The hell does Alderweireld get in? Does Alderweireld get in? Do you have to drop Ballard? I mean, it's difficult decisions to have. So he could possibly go with 3 centre-backs tomorrow, if that's the case.
Right, okay. Just very quickly, Emma is replying to Dino's party days now, and that's apparently because you don't have a woman in tow now. So, and that's very true, because I mean, all the people out there who are married and got girlfriends, I mean, there is that thing where they do tend to say, no, you're not doing that. No, that'll cost money, so you can't be spending that. And basically, anything fun you want to do, your wife or girlfriend just stops you doing it. Obviously,
that sounds like you're talking from experience here, Phil.
No, I'm just going to get in there. Obviously, not my wife. My wife's the best wife in the world and lets me do anything I want. So, but I'm no other people's. But that's why you're a party animal. Anyway, Terry, they're danger man. Who do you think?
Look, what can I say? I mean, the lads have said all the dangerous players. I think obviously Grealish for me is the most dangerous player off for Everton. But I mean, so long as we keep Everton and Keane, so as long as we keep the team and Keane, so they're not on song and out of tune, that'll be perfectly fine,
Right, okay. Right, what I need to do, I need to go to a little ad break for us. Don't forget, of course, give us a like, first of all. Let's try and get these likes up. And we are sponsored this season by the superb wolfcompetitions.co.uk. If you've not been on the site yet, why not? Get yourself on there. Win yourself some kind. Loads and loads of people win loads of money. And I know, because I go dishing it out from them, and it's just great. So there's some chap here to tell you all about wolfcompetitions.co.uk. Check out our channel sponsors, Wolf Competitions. You can go to their website, wolfcompetitions.co.uk. Once you get on there, loads of chances to win. There's even free competitions you can enter. You win 500 quid for free. You might as well enter that just for the fun of it. Loads and loads of chances. On the website, check it out. Loads of different prizes. There you go. BMW M3 could be yours. Get yourself in the draw for that. Tons of stuff. What else we got on here? Let's have a look. You can win yourself a holiday. £2,000 voucher courtesy of TUI. 39 pence. I know. 39 pence to enter. You might as well get yourself in there. Chance to get yourself a holiday if you fancy if you fancy a break to Amsterdam there, look, £1.89 for an entry. Get yourself in that. Have yourself a break to Amsterdam. Loads of chances you can win tons and tons of different prizes on wolfcompetitions.co.uk. Look at that. The £1 million wheel. £2 entry. Get yourself in there. So there you go. And the yellow BMW one there, by the way.
And he's revealed.
That was when we actually we delivered that to the guy who won it just last week, and he was over the moon. So
I didn't win it.
Yeah, well, never mind. It's
Dino's back.
Maybe you're waiting for the red one, the red BMW possibly. So don't forget, of course, get yourself on there. There's a link in the description, and I could be knocking on your door with a massive big check for you. So thanks to wolfcompetition.co.uk sponsoring our channel this season. Right, we're up thereabouts. I mean, I know we're sat in 7th at the moment now. That win will put us second. Do you think it's important to get our goal difference up a bit now then? Because that's if we've got a fault. I mean, I don't want to. We're just nitpicking here. I think we need to start banging in a few more goals. I mean, it's great that we're not conceding many. Dino?
I honestly don't think that is the way we play. I feel like we're more of a snatch and grab kind of team, try and keep the clean sheet, nick a 1-0 win. This team wasn't always going to score goals because we're not as fluid going forward, really. We try and catch teams on the counter attack. When teams sit back, we tend to struggle. So I just don't think this team's capable of scoring 3, 4, 5 goals, because let's be fair, getting that many goals in this league's hard enough. Just getting one in this league's hard enough. So as long as we just keep winning 1-0, it'll go very slowly. But I mean, the goal difference only come into account if we're going to be in a relegation scrap, which hopefully we're not going to be in. So just as long as we keep winning games, picking up points, the goal difference doesn't really matter to me, because we don't have a prolific striker. Yeah, Isidore scoring loads of goals, but let's be fair. If everyone said, someone said to you at the start of the season, Isidore would be our top goal scorer this season, you'd all be telling lies, because we all thought Mayenda would be that guy and not Isidore. So, you know.
Right, okay. Just quickly on the chat, people are on about Will still here. We dodged a bullet there. Yeah, we did mention that earlier. SJ, was someone in the toilet during the ad? No, we for some reason Terry's mic come unmuted, and I think he was having a coughing fit. Mick Griffith says, saw Wolf competitions advertised at South Shields FA Cup today. Yeah, Wolf competition sponsor the main stand there, and we do sponsor Sunderland as well. So if you check out the tunnel and stuff like that as well. Dino, get the mask back on, man. Apparently,
I couldn't breathe, man. It was keeping that on your face is so hard. Like you can't breathe.
I know, but I do. I mean, since you've turned it off, the amount of people watching has gone down a little bit.
That's unfortunate, then, isn't it?
There you go, Terry. Goal difference. I mean, you know, it's something. It could be worth a point. It could be what keeps us up. Is it important?
Like Dino said, for me, I don't think it's as important this season as it would be in the past. I think that as long as we keep on doing what we're doing, getting the points, getting the 3 points, getting the draws, that's the way we're going to play football this season. It's not about scoring loads of goals. It's about getting the result. And I think it's working to a T at the moment. Some games we will score a couple of goals. You know, we scored 2 against Chelsea. We scored 3 against West Ham. And other games we'll just score the odd goal. So long as we score more than we concede, I'm happy.
Right, okay. D Hall says Regis Labrie said he would like to lead games by 2 goals. I think we all would, especially at my age, when it's 1 goal and you're waiting for them to blow the whistle. I'm not cut out for that anymore. Coffee Goblin's being a bit rude to Dino here, saying that mask is scarier now, apparently. Jacob, goal difference, how important is it?
Obviously, like what Dino said, in terms of if you are in a relegation battle, then obviously, yeah, it obviously can play a big part. But at the same time, right, like what Dino said earlier, right now we're a smash and grab sort of team. We're not gonna, if we are gonna pick up 3 points, it's not gonna be, but it's gonna be by the odd goal. Like even scoring a goal in this league, because every opponent's tough, is a big ask. Getting 3 points also is a big ask. We have to remember we're still really new to this league. We're in a phenomenal position, but yeah, I think that the most important thing is we're staying in games and also keeping clean sheets as well, which we've done on a few occasions so far, which is brilliant to see.
Right, okay. Just very quickly, Pixel Rich on the chat is saying, Dino, man, you filled out some. Is it just the suit? It is actually the suit, because Dino has been on a diet, haven't you? And you're doing very well, aren't you?
Not since I come back from Vegas. Like, I've been ill, so not been going well, to be fair.
No, well, never mind. Enjoy yourself. Look, let's get some score predictions off you then, lads. Tomorrow night, Sunderland versus Everton at the Stadium Light, underneath the lights. Terry, what we saying?
I'm thinking it's going to be just a sneaky 1-0 win. And I'm going to say that Wilson Isidore scores his 5th goal of the season.
Right, fair enough. Jacob, what are we going for?
I'm going to go for, I just got a sneaking feeling we'll concede tomorrow night, but I've always got to back us. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Sunderland win.
2-1. Red Ranger, what are you saying tomorrow, Mr. Doom and Gloom?
I think tomorrow's going to have goals in it, and I think it's going to be a lot more than 2-1. I think it's going to be a 3-2 Sunderland.
3-2 Sunderland. Right, well, I'm going to go for my normal 2-1, which, again, I mean, like I say, I had it for Chelsea, so not only did we get that win, I also got 90 quid in my Skyrocket, so that made it an even better day than it already was. On the chat, Emma's saying 2-1, SJ 1-1, Mackham Cabby is saying 0-0, another 2-1, Mick Griffiths says there, 2-0 D Hall, and John Swinney down in New Zealand, it'll take a draw, but a 2-0 win is on the cards, apparently. Tony Huntington, hard game, but a 4-1 Sunderland win. We'll take that all day. I mean, a 1-0 or somebody's backside will do me and get us in second place on a nice cool 20 points. Right, look, we are just, 29 likes away from that magic 100 we like to get on a Sunday. So, I mean, 29 of you, all you got to do is hit the thumbs up, do that. Take your second, give us a like, please, if you would. Helps the channel. And don't forget, if you are watching and you've not subscribed to the channel, it's free to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. And let's see if we can get these subscribers up. Red Ranger.
Do you know what was really funny, right? I was watching the Everton game against Tottenham when they got beat. And apparently they were the only team who hadn't conceded from a set piece so far this season, and they conceded 2 in that game. It was mental because they mentioned it and they got they conceded back from a corner, and I think we're doing all right from corners. I think they might struggle to handle the likes of the Ballard and Mukulele. I think long throw-ins might come into effect tomorrow. I think long throw-ins could be damaging.
Right, okay. I don't know who Emma's boss is or supports, but it says she needs to rub it into her gaffer so a better win. So I'm assuming he's an Everton fan or whatever. Pete Pev says, I don't think that goal difference has the same impact when you're in the top half of the league. I think I get what you're saying. It's not about keeping you up, but that goal difference could actually win us the title. So it could have an impact top half. It's just a different impact. It's why it is. Red Ranger, why are you laughing?
It's just when you say that, it's just funny.
Why is it funny?
It just is.
Well, you wouldn't have had a second in the league, would you, after this amount of games, would you? After tomorrow? No, so there you go. So how funny is that?
How many times in this league has it came down to goal difference for the top? I think it's only happened once, hasn't it?
Well, let's make it happen.
Beating United in 2012.
Right, listen. Fixture changes. Right, we've had 4 changes over Christmas and New Year now, all for TV. I mean, everybody wants a bit of Sunderland now, and that. But I mean, how do you feel about so many changes? And is it actually going to affect you? Are we going to get to? I'm going to mute you a sec there, Jacob, because you're running away like that, and we can smell you. Terry, are you affected by any of them? Is any you're not going to get to now?
I think I'm affected to the Leeds game. I was perfectly fine on a Saturday. It was amazing. We've got a massive family party on the Sunday, and everyone's expected to be there because it's a long story, but it's absolute pain in the arse changing these games last minute like this. Like, boils my piss when they do this, just because we're doing well. If we weren't doing that well, they wouldn't be changing the games, would they? So yeah, we've got to change everything around Sky, haven't we? So it does affect people's lives. People go to work. I mean, I will be doing stock take at some point towards the end of the year, and I've organised everything. Now you're changing the games, and I may be at work, so it's just a pain in the arse, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's let me bring the calendar up on it. Leeds on the 28th now, which is
Sunday, 2:00 on a Sunday.
I mean, that's going to be like the Boxing Day, like the Boxing Day game, really, isn't it? So, but it's. I mean, where we'd normally play on a Boxing Day, that's going to be on a Sunday. That won't be so bad. I mean, where I have work-wise, like at the Wheat Chief, they tend not to want to do the midweek games. So financially, you know, I mean, I lose out financially. You're going to have the first is Man City. All right, that's. I mean, we will do that because that's going to be. It's going to be New Year's Day anyway. But then, you know, on the 7th. The Wednesday, I mean, although it's an away game anyway, so maybe I'm talking out my backside there. Jacob, will you be affected by these changes?
No, suits me down to a T. I'm off work during that period. Leeds is fine. 2:00 on that Sunday. Man City, 8:00 is it on New Year's Day? Yeah, all cush for them. But obviously, I do agree with you, Philly, and also Terry. Sometimes when you make those plans in place, you know, long term, and it does potentially affect the schedule. It's tough, but it's the reality now. If you're doing well in this division, you are going to get switched to the telly. So
yeah, but do you not think it gets it's very short notice, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree with that.
I mean, it's like I watched a lot on TikTok yesterday, a Sunderland supporter. Right, and she's going on about how she begged her boss for the night off. I don't know for what game it was, but you know, and she had to go all ends out to get this time off from work. Eventually, the boss agreed to it, and then it just gets moved. And you know, it's just. I think if I mean, like you say, it's the way of the world now. That's how it is. You know, that's how football is now. But can it not be done a little bit with a little bit extra notice? And that surely would help you out a bit. Dino, are you going to be affected by them, or does it not? It's going to be working, or what?
It doesn't affect me for the simple fact I'm Christmas shutdown where I work, so I'm off for 2 weeks, so it doesn't affect me. But again, like so every other person, like it affects. And let's be fair, like it doesn't need to be on the telly. Why do we need to be moved? I mean, Boxing Day, we've religiously had Boxing Day games for how long now? Was it been the last 8 years or something like that? And then not have one on a Boxing Day, it kind of kills it for everyone because everyone looks forward to the Boxing Day game, especially when we're at home. It's just a big money thing. I mean, I don't know why we have to shift round for Sky. Once the fixtures are out, they shouldn't be able to get moved. Maybe you might be able to move the times, but you shouldn't be able to move the dates because they should be set in stone from when the fixtures come out.
Well, it's like the Mags game. I mean, everybody knew it was good. It comes out 13th of December, Saturday. Everybody knew it was going to get moved to the Sunday. Why did it take so long for that? And why didn't they just say, right, well, that'll be played on the Sunday? And it's my birthday anyway, so what a birthday present that could be for me.
See, it's just wrong, though, innit? I mean, it's just people not being able to do the jobs properly. We live in a world now where people who don't do the jobs properly have all the power. It's mental this day and age, and it just seems to be getting worse and worse with fixtures and stuff like that. I mean, I don't think we'll be the only disappointed fan base in the country with all the moves and stuff like that, the times and that, because it affects everybody, because people love to go to the football, and now some people won't be able to for certain reasons, and it's just a bit shit, really, isn't it?
Right, I'll come to you, Terry, then I'll come to you, Jacob. Tony Lee on the chat says he can't attend tomorrow because of the change, apparently. So, Terry first, then you, Jacob.
Yes.
Yeah, just like I said, I mean, it's going to take probably this first season to be the shock to the system. You kind of forget about all this. You didn't realise we're going to do so well and all these changes. But next season, maybe we'll be a bit more sort of relaxed on what's happening. But yeah, I mean, like I say, it's going to take some getting used to for all the changes last minutes. I didn't expect any more changes between now and Christmas. I thought everything was set in stone, like now in the new year.
I don't know if it's already happened, but I believe it is happening. It's the 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon blackout being lifted now, or that's
No.
I believe that's on its way, and that
should be. I don't know why that would be a big help. I suppose if that was lifted, then you could actually televise the game at 3 o'clock on a Saturday.
Absolutely. That's
Well, you want to know why that doesn't happen? Because all the games are played abroad. So every other country can watch our games but us. It's ridiculous.
But the reasoning around that has always been that, they want people to go to the ground. So if do
you know when the game's sold out though? People can't go to the ground, but then people can't watch the game as well. They've got to go through other means. It's
archaic, the rule. I mean, it's like, I mean.
But this is why it was a good idea when we won the championship in League One, where you would just pay the Sunderland website to watch the game. It made the club money. Do you know what I mean? But now, because you're in the Premier League, it has to be Sky and BT and all these other places what have to televise it to make the money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the money does get shipped out to the Premier League teams as well. We'll be getting a lot more money now from the Premier League from Sky than we would do by making it from our own platform.
Yeah, but like when we won the championship, we could still stream it off the club website, unless you had to be out the UK, didn't you? It was like an island thing, wasn't it?
The club's still going to be benefited a lot more from Sky than they are going to be if they were in the championship just streaming their own games. So I mean, it does work in the club.
You do understand though, we're the only country who does this,
Yeah, it's mind blowing. I mentioned that. Oh, you go, Terry. It's fine.
Yeah, I think the whole ban on a Saturday should be lifted, and it should be down to choice. And then you could televise. I mean, if the game's on Sky at 3 o'clock on a Saturday, that won't stop me from going to the game. I'd still rather go to the game if I'm available to go to the game. I wouldn't sit in the house and watch it on Sky. So I don't see how that stops a lot of fans from going to the game. People who bought season cards will go to the game, and if they can't make it, we'll give it to somebody else, so somebody else takes your seat. So the crowd's still going to be there.
Right, okay. I'll bring you in just now, Jacob, because I know you're waiting to get in, and we're almost out of time. Emma has put on the chat. Am I going to Emma's gym on Derby Day? It's just something that we do in the Wheat Sheaf. If it's your birthday, we send you to Wee Philly's gym. But Emma, it's my show, it's my rules. So Wee Philly will not be going to Emma's gym at the Wheat Sheaf for the Max game. So don't build your hopes over that. Jacob, you was wanting in. I know it was a while ago, but go on.
I think in terms of the games that have been changed over the festive period, you look at that Tottenham one on Sunday. It's moved to Sunday the 4th of Jan, 3 o'clock kickoff. Trains back to the northeast on a Sunday at times can be absolutely disastrous in terms of delays and cancellations. So I was a little bit surprised that one got moved to the Sunday. But looking at the fixtures for those round of games anyway, a lot of games are played on that Sunday anyway, but a little bit harsh that obviously that was moved to that day rather than keeping it on a Saturday, because obviously I guess a lot of fans wanted probably to make a weekend out of that new stadium to go to as well.
Right, okay, look, we are out of time. stuff I was going to talk about, but we've not got to. Can save that for next time. Listen, thanks for tuning in. We're just 16 people away from that magic 100 we like to hit on a Sunday. 16 of you now. Just hit that thumbs up, give us a like, and let's get this to 100 before I put the titles on. Terry, do you want to just thank everybody for tuning in, for watching tonight?
Yes, thank you everybody for tuning in and watching tonight, and enjoy the match tomorrow, wherever you may be.
Yes, wherever you may be. Right, okay. Jacob, just about everybody, would you please?
Bye, everyone. Most importantly for tomorrow night, if you are going to the Stadium of Light, keep the faith.
Keep the faith. And Red Power Ranger, come on away. Can you not give us a move?
No, I'm no moves. I've done all them last night. Cheers for turning up, watching me, and away the lads.
And away the lads. There you go. Listen, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, good luck to the lads tomorrow. Let's get 3 points in the bag. Second place. Get that. Let's get us up there. Once again, a massive thank you to wolfcompetitions.co.uk. Check out the site. There is a link in the descriptions below, and they do sponsor our channel for the full season. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel, and if you're a channel member, then please watch for your name in the credits at the end. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.